Yo, yo! This right there is the shit. What I've learned on my journey. Bad Kemet Prince impression, but anyway, what I've learned on my journey is that when you eat cooked food, you deoxygenate your blood. When you drink the 9.5 or 10.0 alkaline water, you re-oxygenate your blood, which gives you light energy that you cannot find unless you eat your food raw. So unless you eat your food raw, you're not going to have the light energy required. So I noticed there's two things that really make up for eating cooked meat more than anything else on this planet. And I've tried so much supplements, I've tried so much stuff. The two things that really work, that really work, is spirulina and alkaline water at like a 10 or 9.5 pH level. And all this crap Rachel said about putting spirulina in your water, that's stupid because you're diluting it. So when I started not diluting it, I noticed a huge increase of I even saw the jellyfish. I even saw the jellyfish. The jellyfish are the they're basically, they make you toxic. They make your energy toxic. And speaking of toxic, I've been going through a bad Mars retrograde, and Mars retrograde brings up your old hatreds. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason why Portal Prince made another video about Gilbert. And I think we should all leave that poor man alone, because see, Gilbert has so much to say because he lives in an apartment. So that's like the only thing he can do. So you just need to kind of like pass him by and just like ignore him. Kind of like the guy, you know, you see at the preacher man on the street corner yelling at the traffic, preaching to the traffic. Yeah, you just gotta pass him by. But Fred, he owns a $2 million house and he says nothing. So you see the correlation here. So you gotta leave Gilbert alone. There'll never be anything new on that channel. Which is actually funny because, you know, he made a recent video where he's like, I didn't want people coming up to my daughter saying, do you have a boyfriend? People should be saying, what have you learned that's new? What are you learning? And of course he never learns or says anything new. He's uploaded the same video like 200 times. So this Mars retrograde makes your old hatreds from the past resurface, and I've been keeping it in check with spirulina. And so put it like this. When I was eating the raw fish diet, that was the most light energy I've ever had, and I was leaving my body like all the time. If I can get close to that with this and alkaline water at a 9.5. Actually, I got 10 right now, pH level at 10. And as a matter of fact, I actually left my body twice and remote viewed the future, and apparently there's some, I hate to say this, but there's some wrestling show where it looks like a pay-per-view where this is like, 3 years into the future or 2 years in the future. It's like someone puts like a big knife in John Cena. I remote viewed that, like a big knife, like right on the oblique abs. Like one of those like ridiculously oversized, yeah. I don't know why I saw that. Other news. I'm ready for the Rizzze missions. I'm at the maturity level where I can handle the reality that the goal is to put everyone inside a matrix. So I'm ready to, go forward in doing missions for Planet Rizzze. When Fred first offered me the job, I wasn't ready. And now I'm ready, because now I see how... It's not that I see anything, I'm at that level in the alchemical process of waking up, and now I just... It's more... Here's the thing. Is someone like Obama, is he really guilty? If people believe that you're this great guy, yet you sign legislation which is an atrocity waiting to happen. Now, if the majority of people believe that you're a decent human being, then you are. I'm starting to see how this all works, because it doesn't matter what you and I say. Like when we say things like the word white means sovereign and the word black means dead, it doesn't matter, because we're not the masses. And that's why I can tell that I notice that every adept wants their own congregation, which is why, hold on. Every adept wants their own congregation, and every adept wants to be worshipped, because you can't replace that kind of love energy. You can't find that anywhere else. That kind of social acceptance you just can't replace. So that I can see that's why they want me to become famous, because I'll get that acceptance and love that I never had. Even if it is synthetic, it's still the acceptance I never had from the public. That's the story of every celebrity, where the hometown they come from, they weren't popular growing up, but then they're popular on TV. Here's another thing that I thoroughly understand. The crown chakra. If I had one, I would be astral projecting all the time, because every time I leave my body, it always freaks me out. I never stop freaking me out, because I'm just a beast like that. So the crown chakra is the calming thing. Most white people don't have it. And same thing with Snoop Dogg is the perfect example of someone with a crown chakra and melanin. So, you know, he would be. I see so much Gutu qualities in him if he had a brain. I really do. I see so much like Gutu qualities. And as far as the Yeshua bin Yosef crap is concerned, I love how the neophyte level Moors fall for this lie once again, because it's obviously, you know, Osiris, Horus, Asar, and, you know, the neophyte level Moors still can't figure it out. So I don't think Tajik Bey is actually trying to restore dignity to the melanin enriched. I think he's just buying time, which is why they're going to nuke New York, which is more buying time. But if you noticed in that video, the guy sitting next to Tajik Bey specifically asked about Canada. Specifically, he wanted to know how to hack Canada, like how to break Vegas, how to break Canada. And Canada doesn't have the merger between the lending bank and the investment bank. So, in other words, Canada didn't destroy its economy on purpose and send all the wealth overseas. And yeah, it should be getting really bad soon. Things are starting to become more palpable. And once again, I don't think any of us are the Sith. I don't think any of us, any people like me, are the Sith. I don't think we're culpable for anything we've done wrong as far as bankrupting, you know, and ruining all these lives, because they think we're still decent people, even though all we've done to them. We've done all this, you know, committed all these atrocities, and they think we're still decent people. I love it. I love everything about this. I love how they work so hard and we don't. I love how they still love us, and I know I sound really evil right now, but I just love how they love us, and they oh, I'm so ready to do. I'm so ready for Rizzze missions. I'm so ready for this. Like, I'm ready to plunder the profane. I'm ready to con them. I'm ready to toe the line. And any other Masonic expression you want to pull out of the drawer here. And see, that's why I always had so much strong dislike for Gilbert, is because when I looked at Gilbert, I saw myself in the future. I saw myself being the con man that he already is. I saw myself as... I didn't like what I was seeing, because I would look at Gilbert and I'd be like, that's me in the future, lying to the public. And I didn't like it. Now I've reached the point in the alchemical process where I'm okay with it, because at the end of the day, no one's going to know. At the end of the day, my conscience is starting to loosen up a little bit. I mean, there's certain things I won't do, but I'm starting to loosen up a lot, because I'm starting to come to reality where I'm starting to see how bad things are going to become once, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. So yeah, I'm definitely ready to get down with the power. And no, it's not selling out because I need my soul to battle the computer. So I will keep my soul strong, very strong. And see, that, for those of you who are new to all this, joining the devil doesn't really necessarily deplete your soul. What depletes your soul is doing what you don't want to do. Like, if you go to church and church bores you, that depletes your soul. If you have a shitty job, that depletes your soul. If you eat GMO food, that depletes your soul. Like, I want to do I want this mission. I want this. This is something I want to do. And it's designed so I would develop a strong soul. I really need that crown chakra, and I really need that whole, so I'll never, I can really see how it would benefit me, and let's make it happen. This brand is the best. These are tablets, but the emulsifier is not like a shitty emulsifier. It's called, the brand name is Sunny Green, and you take them take 5 before you go to bed. I guarantee you I never remember my dreams, and I remembered my dreams tonight or last night. I never remember my dreams on the weekends, but I remembered them last night. So, and I'm noticing this is starting to dry up. So, oh yeah, shout out to Karen, the Knowledge Vault 2. Once again, she's like Rachel, she has no past lives. She's specifically here to end the world. So, another thing I wanted to say just real quick is that I understand my past life theme, which coincides with everyone that has a baby face. Everyone that has a baby face is attracted to older women, in the sense that in past lives I used to sell stuff to them. According to Kimberly Bunch, I used to be a salesman and sell whatever to housewives. So I've always had this thing with middle-aged women or women in their 30s, because when you have a baby face, that's naturally what happens. It's like Brock Lesnar married a woman called Sable, or Rena, which is significantly older than him, and he has a baby face. And so I'm noticing the dynamic with baby faces and past life themes, especially with mine. So basically, I'm a dog charmer. I'm someone that I can naturally derive the sympathy from the woman because of the baby face, so it makes me more effective at conning them and selling things to them and manipulating them. So this has been a very sentient video on a level that very few will ever achieve. And stop sending me videos of this super luminous guy. I can't. That guy he's like 2 years behind me in the alchemical process of waking up. When you're fully awake, you beg to join. You beg for the secrets. You beg to learn how to pay your bills with your social security number. It's not your soul to sell. And I'm not even selling my soul, but the point is that you'd beg to, not pay rent on your house. You would beg for them to send you a DVD-ROM that showed you a step-by-step how to claim Moorish nationality and, get your house for free and not pay property tax. You'd beg for that when you're at my level.